לפני שאני אסכים את הסרטון, הסרטון הוא לג'ק פורס מיינר, הוא עשה את הסרטון, אז תהנו, וכל מה שיש בסרטון ל-15 בית.
You're welcome back! Today I have an epic video for you all of 0.15.0 wanted features. Hopefully you guys will enjoy. Let's jump straight into it. But before I begin, I would like to give a huge shout out to AA12 for supplying the awesome gameplay you guys are watching under the video I'm making. So, shout out to you, buddy. Let's get on to the video. So, the list I have compiled together consists of a ton of realistic features that have either been talked about or could easily be added with a little magic and elbow grease by the developers. So, these are all very real things that we could actually see in 0.15.0. A few of the things we should actually be expecting, and a few other things that have really not been mentioned, but I think would be pretty cool. Also, I'd quickly like to mention that this is my personal top 10. So, it's the cool part about this is you guys may have something completely different. So, I do encourage you, leave your list below in the comment section below, and hopefully we can have an awesome discussion. Maybe even the developers will see this video. But, okay. Let's be honest, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, hopefully you guys will appreciate the list I put together, contribute your own ideas, and just enjoy today's video. If you're psyched, go ahead, drop a like below. Let's get started with the first feature I'm looking forward to. Now this feature is resource packs, or texture packs, whatever you want to call them. It all works. These guys have actually been mentioned by the developers, and it's something we should be looking forward to in this update. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work, whether there's a specific button or whatever you need to do, but texture packs, definitely something I would absolutely love to see, and I can't imagine they'd be too hard to implement. Next up on the list is villager trading. So you've ever gone up to a villager, you can't do anything with them. It's kind of a shame. On any other version of Minecraft, you would be able to trade things like emeralds, wheats, breads, all sorts of different stuff for various items, tools, and gear and stuff. So that is something that I am definitely looking forward to coming to MCPE. Now the developers have actually talked about this briefly as well. You can check out these tweets flashing on screen about being able to interact with different mobs, and I think the trading falls under that category, so hopefully we can see that coming in 0.15.0. Now this next wish list item is something that really has not been mentioned at all, but I would really appreciate an easier way to install maps, especially for all of my lovely iOS viewers out there. Some of you guys can't play maps, you just don't have access to a computer, or the process it's just simply too hard for you. So I would really like to see some sort of simple way to add maps, whether it's only a few maps like special featured ones that Mojang actually selects, or whether it's from online like websites and things like that. It doesn't matter to me. They just need an easier way to download and install maps. That is my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Let's move on to the next wish list item. I think you all will definitely agree with this. This next list item is new biomes. I don't even know if there are any biomes we're missing out of right now, but more biomes equals more fun. So the more the merrier, basically. It is incredible to explore a new biome. The feeling is awesome, and I want that feeling again. It's been a while since we've got new biomes, so if we can think of, I don't know, whatever it takes, I want new biomes. It would be lovely. It would be very lovely. Another small but major feature in a way that I think is super duper simple to add, probably the simplest that we've talked about so far, stained glass. I mean, we have the glass, we have the dye, so why not go ahead, mix them together, and make stained glass? It's simple. I don't know why we don't have it. PC has it. It's very cool. It's very useful and built, and I don't know why we don't have it. It's come on developers, step your game up. Next up on the list, something the developers have actually talked about, so this is something we should be seeing in the actual version 0.15.0, and that is more redstone. Now this includes things like pistons and all sorts of, well, basically the rest of the redstone we don't have. Next up, something that not a lot of people think about. I am really looking forward to ender pearls or ender chests, or both of them, right? Because we have endermen. They don't actually drop ender ender pearls. Now, if you guys don't know what ender pearls are, they're orbs you can throw around and teleport with, which is super useful, but you can also use them to craft chests, which are basically universal chests you can open up and close from anywhere. So let's say you living in your house, you put some items in your ender chest, you go on a massive adventure, place down an ender chest, you will be able to access the items that you put inside of the chest within your house. Very, very cool concept, something that other versions of Minecraft have had for a while now that I really think would be very cool to have in MCPE. And next up, I've got something that a lot of people overlook, and that is ravines. Now, ravines are an awesome world generation feature that are basically like earthquake cracks in the ground, and they're just massive caverns, and they're awesome to explore. You can often find mine shafts through them. It is very cool. So I'm hoping to see something like that within the next few updates, even better if it's 0.15.0. Next up on the wish list, another generation item you could say, is jungle temples. Now, we have desert temples, we've got wells, we've got villages, we've got witches' huts, but we don't have jungle temples, and that is because they required a little bit more redstone, like dispensers, tripwires, things like that. Now that we should be getting all of the redstone within 0.15.0, it would of course make sense to also have jungle temples, and those things are very cool, and I cannot wait to finally be able to walk through one on MCPE. And lastly, but certainly not least, to round out the list, I have armor stands. A very simple block, but a very cool block. Now, armor stands are basically a way for you to store and display your lovely armor, your awesome collection. I think it's something that needs to be added to MCPE. It probably isn't too hard, and it just looks phenomenal. I really want them. There we go. Hands down, that was my list. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the list I put together. Feel free to leave yours below. We can have a discussion. You can say what you liked about mine, say what you would add to mine, say what you would take off of mine, and hopefully we can compile a list.
אז כן, תודה רבה לג'ק פרוסט מיינר על העדכון. אז כן, חברים, כל מה שראיתם עכשיו, אולי, כן, חלק מהם יהיה במיינקראפט 0. בטלפון 0.15.0, ואני כל כך מתרגש לשחק בזה כפי שאני רואה. אז כן, מקווה שאהבתם את הסרטון, תנו לייק וסאב אם אהבתם, וכן, והערוץ של ג'ק פרוסט-מיינר היה לערוץ, תודה רבה לו, הוא יוטיובר מאוד מדהים, אתם חייבים לראות במה הוא עושה, וכן, זה היה הסרטון. אז כן, תודה רבה שצפיתם, אם אהבתם, בבקשה תנו לייק וסאב, ואנחנו נתראה בסרטון הבא. יאללה, ביי.